Good morning, St. Marians. Once again, we are here for history classes, and today we are going to discuss chapter number 4. And already this chapter is going on, and last topic of this chapter, contribution of assertive nationalists, we are going to discuss with you. This question may contain 3-mark question, or maybe that full 10-mark question may come to 233. Sorry, 334 is the format for history, as you know. So we are going to discuss today these three prominent leaders, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai. So let's start with Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So Bal Gangadhar Tilak is also known as father of assertive nationalism. So this question may also come in 2 marks, and he is also known as foreigner of Gandhiji. So these both questions may come in 2 marks. So we'll discuss this thing. He was well known assertive nationalist, you know well, and he also founded that Deccan Education Society, and Justice Ranade and Gopal Krishna Gokhale both work for this society, and he is the only leader who was having that followers, and Gandhiji also followed his ideas of Swaraj, Swadeshi, and boycott. So we'll discuss step by step. First, we are going. Okay, so first we are going to discuss foreigner of Gandhiji. So this question may come sometime in 2 marks. You may understand well that foreigner means Gandhiji followed that preachings of Tilak. So first of all, he discussed about Swaraj. So Gandhiji also discussed about Swaraj. He focused on Swadeshi. Gandhiji also focused on Swadeshi. He discussed on boycott and provision. Gandhiji also followed the same. So Tilak had to suffer several terms to imprisonment for the sake of country, and same thing is followed by Mahatma Gandhi too. So we can say so that Tilak was a foreigner of Mahatma Gandhi, because idea which was given by Tilak followed by Mahatma Gandhi. So we can say so that Tilak was the foreigner to Gandhiji. So I hope so. One more question is there. Sometimes the students are confused that who is that political mentor and who is the foreigner. So political mentor, if we are discussing, that is Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and if we are discussing about foreigner, then that is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So don't be confused in this one. Next slide we are going to demand for Swaraj. So as a contribution to Indian national movement, demand for Swaraj was one of that important demand. So what, as I have told you in starting, that Tilak said that Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. So he was thinking so that Britishers could not curtail the right of Indians, and it is their right and they shall have it, and Indians should claim for that one. So that's why he started that Lathi clubs, akhadas, and Shivaji festival, Ganpati Puja, and he also opposed that partition of Bengal, and aggressively he demand for his Swaraj, and boycott, and then Swadeshi. He used to non-cooperation, or not to cooperate Britishers. So by these methods, he was very popular among the masses. This is his contribution to Indian national struggle, that he made the people aware about their rights, and he made the people to understand that this is India and this is for Indians. So next we are going to discuss he preached nationalism. So Tilak started his traditional religious Ganpati festival and propagate nationalist ideas through that songs and speeches. So you know well that he also given that Maratha and Kesari. These two magazines were published by Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and with that he focused on self-reliance, and he also read his book Gita Rahasya, Arctic Home to Vedas, and he all by these all efforts he encouraged Indians to believe in Indian culture. So through his newspapers, his magazines, his book, through Shivaji festival, through akhadas, through Lathi clubs, he want to boost up the confidence and self-confidence, then self-reliance, and then he was willing to make them prepare for self-sacrifice or to claim their rights or Swaraj. So next we are going to discuss about establishment of Home Rule League. So one more point was there that he established Home Rule League in Pune in 1916 with Annie Besant. They both were there, and through Home Rule League he started the campaign for self-government and constitutional rights for Indians. So now we are going to discuss about Bipin Chandra Pal. He is a well-known nationalist or assertive nationalist. So he was born in Sylhet. Now it is a part of Bangladesh, and he was also known as father of revolutionary thoughts. So he is well known of these three persons, Lal Bal Pal. So he was also the member of Brahma Samaj, founded by Raja Ramohan Rai, you know well, and he joined that Indian National Congress in 1886. So now we are going to discuss his role as a journalist. So Bengal Public Opinion, the Tribune and New India was his brand of nationalism. Means through these newspapers, he propagate that agenda against the British government, and he also write that books for Indian awareness. And one more thing we have to mention here that British government forced him to become the testimony or eyewitness against Aurobindo Ghosh, but he refused, and for this refusal he was imprisoned for 6 months. So he was filled up with that spirit of nationalism, and that's why he didn't go against that Aurobindo Ghosh. He accepted that he should be imprisoned, but should not go against the country. So another one we are going to discuss about national education. So he was a true scholar, and he focused on national education. National education means Indians should know about the freedom movement, Indians should know about their rights, Indians should know about social progress, Indians should know about that welfare of Indians, and they should know about their rights. So he focused on national education with Lala Lajpat Rai. So now next point we are going to discuss as a social and economic reformer. So as other reformers, he also opposed that caste system, interdining and intermixing, means untouchability. He was against that one. He advocated widow remarriage because he was the member of Brahma Samaj also. So educating women, he believed he was the most effective way to elevating their position. So as we know today also that girls are getting education so that they can make their position up in the society. So he was believing that time that if women will get the education, then they can elevate themselves, they can make themselves stand up in the society, and they can be the active part of a national movement. And next one, then he stressed the need of develop that indigenous industries, because if Indians will not have money to help Indians, so how they will help Indians? So before that, Indians were dependent on Britishers because Indian industries were ruined by Britishers. So he focused on industries so that Indians can help poor Indians, and they can do something for betterment of Indians. So next point we are going to discuss. He established equality in society, and he wanted the tax should be more on rich persons and should be less from poor. As we are following now progressive tax system, as well as that income is increasing, the tax is increasing. It was the idea of Bipin Chandra Pal that time. So next we are going to discuss about 48 hours of work, means 6 days work he recommended, and he also recommended to increase the wages of Indians. So in 1932 he died, and he was one of the prominent leader of Indian national movement. That's why we are remembering him with respect. So now we are going to discuss the next personality, Sher Punjab or Punjab Kesari. He was a well-known personality, and he was unofficial ambassador also. So Lalaji supported workers movement and in 1920 and became the first president of all India Trade Union Congress. And beside this, he was elected the president of Indian National Congress in 1920 also, and he was a member of Servants of India Society also, and he was arrested in 1922 with other leaders during the non-cooperation movement, and he also founded the Swaraj Party in 1923 with Motilal Nehru, and he was also the active member of Ghadar Party. Outside the India, he formed that one. So we are going to discuss now his contribution as a powerful educationist and writer. So if we are discussing about his writing one, then he was having the monthly magazine Young India, the Call to Young India, and England's Debt to India, and Political Future of India. These were some work from Lala Lajpat Rai, and with this he was having the magazine, Urdu Daily, Vande Matram, and the People also English Weekly he has published. And through all these books and magazines, he supported Indian nationalism. He supported that Britishers should give the right to the Indians, and Swaraj is their right, and they shall have it. Means he was also a believer in to claim their rights, not to back their rights. So through these books and magazines and newspapers, he aware Indians about their rights, so that this became a very aggressive movement after his death in 1928. So now we are going to discuss about his work as a social reformer. So as I told before that he was also that part of Arya Samaj movement, and he became that first principal of DAV College at Lahore in 1886, and he was also having orphanage, hospitals, schools, and servants of people society for welfare of downtrodden and outcasts. So he worked for the betterment for the widows, for orphans, and for poor hospitals. Means whatever he can do for the social reform he did, and whole his life was devoted for India. So how we can say like this, we'll discuss. First we are going to discussing about his political work outside the India. So Ghadar Party, he went to America and he joined the Ghadar Party there. And his writings, Young India, he preached the assertive nationalism and inspired the Indian youth, and kindled the fire of patriotism in them. So we can say about Lala Lajpat Rai that he was real Sher or real Punjab Kesari, because in 1928, while he was leading the procession against Simon Commission, then he was injured by the lathis of Britishers, and in 1928 November 17, he was wounded, and he said, lathi blows inflicted on me would prove some day as nails in the coffin of British Empire. So his last words became that milestone in the history of India, and he fulfilled his prophecy on 15th August 1947. Means whatever he said that came true in 1947. In 1928 he declared something, because Britishers suppressed the revolt of Indian nationalism very strongly. So we can say so like this. Now we are going to discuss about that question answers. So total 16 short answers are there. You can complete any 12, 75% you can complete, 4 answers you can leave. any 4 answers you can leave, or which are repeated, that you can leave. Now I am going to discuss about structured questions. So structured question number 1 you have to complete, and then 3 you have to complete, then question number 6 and picture study. So picture study is not given here. So okay, it is here. So you can go through the picture study, that is compulsory, and question number 1, 3 and 6. So that's all for today. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, and protect yourself. Till then, have a nice day.